Diction is a topic that a number of you have asked me to talk about in these videos. It's also a topic that comes up quite frequently in the voice studio as students are trying to figure out how to have their diction sound natural and still be clearly understood by the listener, all the while ensuring that they have vocal freedom and beauty of tone. So I'm probably going to record a couple videos on this topic, but today I want to start with what is probably the most challenging aspect of diction, and that is dealing with consonants. Many singers find that they're able to sing with freedom and ease and comfort when they're singing those vowels only exercises that we tend to do a lot of our training on, but then once they reintroduce lyrics into the mix, they start getting all tripped up and everything starts to not feel or sound quite as good. And that's because many singers have a tendency to allow their consonants to get in the way, to intrude on their vowels. And it could be because maybe they don't form those particular speech sounds correctly. You'd be surprised to learn how many people have maybe one or two speech sounds that they form in a somewhat unusual or obstructive manner. Or maybe they sit on those consonants or sustain them for a little bit too long, so that deprives the vowel of its moment to shine and the vocal tract of its freedom. Maybe they form them with a little bit too much muscular contraction or pressure. Or maybe they're very sloppy when it comes to transitioning between the particular speech sounds, between vowels and consonants and consonants and vowels and vowels and vowels and consonants and consonants. So I'm going to get into this in this series on diction and explain it a little bit more fully. So consonants by their very nature are obstructive. They're made by way of what's called a narrowing constriction that either partially or completely obstructs or stops the exiting airflow somewhere along the vocal tract, with the exception of H, which is formed down here with a partial closure of the glottis. All of the other consonants in the English language are formed up here with the movable and fixed articulators. The movable articulators include the lips, the jaw, and the tongue, and the fixed articulators include the teeth and the hard and soft palates. Vowels, on the other hand, are made without this kind of narrowing constriction. So they are not only physiologically freer, but they're capable of greater resonance and carrying power. They carry more acoustic energy than consonants do. And so that's why we like to sing on our vowel sounds and sustain those rather than our consonants, and that's why we spend so much time in voice training mastering, defining, perfecting our vowel sounds. In singing, vowels might be thought of as the musical component of the vocal phrase, while consonants convey the meaning. We need consonants. They're very important. Without them, we may have a very lovely vocalese with absolutely no meaning whatsoever. So that's why we need to learn how to properly form our consonants, but not let them get in the way of our vowels. Now, I've heard some teachers referring to consonants as sort of bridges that connect the vowels, but I actually like to think of the entire vocal phrase as a bridge, and the consonants are merely expansion joints that connect the vowels on either side of them. So as we're going over this bridge, we might hear a little click, 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 and maybe we'll feel a little bit of a subtle bumping as we go over them. But for the most part, the ride is fairly fluid and smooth. Those expansion joints don't significantly interrupt the flow. And that's the effect that we want to create with our singing, the feeling that we want to achieve when we're singing our vocal phrases, that at no point do the consonants significantly disrupt legato or obstruct the airflow. We want this feeling that we're basically singing on one very, very steady, consistent stream of breath. We want that feeling and to create the illusion that the voice is just flowing very, very smoothly. There's nothing that's stopping it. We don't want a choppy vocal phrase. So I am out of time today. My kids just got back from their activities. I will continue the series very, very soon, and I will talk about specific strategies for improving our consonants and how we form them, and for ensuring that those consonants do not disrupt our legato or our airflow or get in the way of the vowel's resonance. Again, the vowel needs to take center stage. It needs to shine. So stay tuned. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so that you'll be notified when I post those next videos. Thank you so much for watching today. Take care.